my name is Michaela Petz, and this is my Chapter 8 Takeaways. This chapter was titled Developing and Maintaining Relationships. I personally really enjoyed reading this chapter, as relationships is something we all deal with on a daily basis. There is interpersonal communication, which is the exchange of verbal and nonverbal messages among people who build relationships. There is also relational networking, or a web of relationships that connects individuals to one another, or another word would be called a social circle. There's many different types of relationships. There are family relationships, so either immediate family, extended family, or family that is bound by ties of blood, civil contracts such as marriage or adoption, and a commitment to care for and responsible for one another, often in a shared household. This is our first and most basic relationships we form are with family. There's also friendship and social relationships. Friendship, everyone has experienced, is a close and caring relationship between two people that is perceived as mutually satisfying and beneficial. Everyone has different characteristics they look for in friendship, but there are 6 key points to look for: availability, caring, honesty, trust, loyalty, and empathy. Then there's social relationships that are functional with specific context, that are less intimate than friendships. So, for example, talking to a coworker or getting to know your coworkers. Then there is romantic relationships, love, something that everybody wants to feel, a deep affection for or attachment to another person, varying degrees of passion, commitment, and intimacy. Happy marriage/relationships have been linked to better psychological health and physical health, which I think is absolutely awesome. I am in a same-sex long-distance relationship, and we focus really hard on our communication skills due to the distance. So I feel like communication in your romantic relationships should be something you focus on. There's online and mediated relationships, so people we meet online. The example in the book about online dating I really enjoyed and totally agree with. I do tend to be more open to talking and revealing information over texting or online rather than face-to-face. I also believe that meeting people online is easier than meeting people in person, but meeting people online can be very dangerous. For example, the TV show Catfish. So we just have to be careful when communicating via online. There's a few reasons why we form relationships: proximity, attractive qualities, similarities, personal and social needs, such as meeting goals or stimulation. So it was interesting to go into depth of these different reasons why we form relationships. The next part of the chapter was about managing relationship dynamics. There's costs and rewards. Rewards are something in the relationship that you feel good about, that benefit you in some way. And then the costs are things that upset you, annoy you, cause you stress, or damage you. Managing uncertainty. There's a theory called uncertainty reduction theory. When two people meet, the uncertainty they have about each other is uncomfortable. So their main focus is on decreasing that uncertainty. And how they decrease that is by communicating. The next part I read that I found interesting was going into the different stages of the relationships. This is something everybody can relate to, and it makes you think about your own relationships and the different stages you've gone through or the stage that you're at. So there's the turning point, the initiating stage, the exploratory stage. This is my favorite stage. I really enjoy getting to know little things and having little conversations about people. Then there's the intensification stage. Then there's the stage that everybody wants to be in, the stable stage. At this point, you're integrating or becoming one. one isn't invited to something without the other, so kind of like a package deal. And then there's bonding, which takes place when two partners share formal public messages with the world that their relationship is important. There's the declining stage, where nobody wants to be, when the relationship begins to come apart. Then there's the repair stage, trying to repair communication and focusing on positive aspects of each other. And then there's the termination stage, or the end of the relationship. And then there's the reconciliation stage, which is couples who break up hope to get to that stage. I personally have been through all of the stages, and it's an emotional roller coaster, but I have learned that communication does make things better. So, thank you.